Yeah.
And if you can't learn on your own terms, have community on your own terms, career services as a white male, fuck off.
Yeah.
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 It's by the way, and
Well,
also
this is the era of the white male. I'm excited.
Yep. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. We gave a special division, task force.
Finally, it's our turn.
Yes. Yeah. It's called WMR, white male return.
Yeah. Finally. It's waiting in the wings for this period.
Jeez,
Oh my.
Dave with the suit, ice in his veins. Josh cracking jokes, never mundane. Omar wild card, twisting your brain. Together they roll, FTS the name. Life's petty props, kick to the curb. Dave got the logic, never disturbed. Josh with the punchline, sharp like a verb. Omar the eccentric, slick like an herb. Friends talking shop.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the FTS podcast, Friends Talking Shop. We're back to deliver to you episode, I didn't check. It's
84.
84, I believe
yeah.
so. 84, which is the number of Sterling Sharp, one of my favorite Packers.
Oh, yeah, wide receiver.
Good 84. A lot of good 84 receivers, I think. Randy Moss.
84 is right in that sweet spot of numbers for wide receivers.
Quite a few.
Yep.
And one thing that's very special about this episode is we're on the heels of being together live, all three of us. We're going to be together in Austin, Texas.
This is our first time?
No, it's not our first time. We've been together in a place before.
Since we launched this stupid podcast thing.
No, we were together for another one of your events last year.
Well, last year.
Yeah.
The same event. It's
what our listeners don't know is that, ironically, we hate to be around each other.
That's right.
Yeah, this arm's length thing is much better.
It's very good.
It makes it live longer.
It may surprise you all to know that the reason we get together is, and Omar's dropped hints on this, is he organizes a conference of sorts, and this is one of his many that he's doing, and got a number of
people. It's a conference that's based on the movie Dinner with Schmucks, but it's called Conference with Schmucks.
Yeah.
So the people who attend don't actually know that they're the schmuck.
That they're schmucks.
Yeah.
Right.
It's an interesting take. It's what's worked out so far.
It's funny because a lot of them think the others are schmucks.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
Right.
But
everyone's the schmuck in your world.
That's right. So we're looking
Seems that way.
forward. Maybe we're trying to work in a way, maybe do a live episode, but this is the thing. When we're together, this is how we talk. This is comedy. It's stories. This is just regular life for us. So
the best part is, as they alluded to, our event's coming up in a few days. And for the first time ever, leading into this event, David says today, "Hey, are we doing something?" The agenda has been finalized 19 times, and before I've asked you guys, you've always demurred.
Yeah.
Well, Josh is the bully of the group, so you asked, I'm asking. Josh is the one that makes it happen or not? Because
I think it's possible. I think we could do something. I don't know if we do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Do it live. Fuck it.
I don't know if we do it live, but maybe we do something there while we're together in the same location and then bring it to everybody.
Or at least give you some content for Instagram or something.
Something. We definitely need to do that.
TikTok,
no question. No question.
All right. Well, I'm your host, Dave. I haven't introduced myself. I'm one of your hosts, Dave. Happy to be here. And I'm joined by my two other hosts that are always with me. I won't do an episode without them. First one is Josh. Josh, how you doing?
I hope not. You know what? I've been better. I had some news. I kind of, you guys know that
You're pregnant. Whenever anybody says that, they're either getting a dog or they're pregnant.
You know what? My news is not far off from that.
A hamster, a guinea pig.
No, none of the above.
A goldfish.
I'm pregnant in a certain way, and I'll tell you how that is.
You haven't worked out in a few weeks.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, there's no question. There's no question about that. So I'm kind of becoming the reality shows that I'm watching, which is weird. Inevitable, right? So I'm at the stretch zone, as you guys all know, that I go to periodically, where I lay there like a lox while people bend me in half. And
Josh is their only client in the Mid-Atlantic region.
Yeah, no, they're pretty busy. And my friends at the stretch zone were stretching me, and then said, "Hey, I feel something on your back." I'm like, "What are you talking about? What do you feel?"
Goiter?
No. And I said, "Okay, what the hell is it?" And it's not like a knot. I said, "It must be a knot or something," but I don't feel it myself. And so I said, "Oh, I should go to the doctor. I'm going to go to the doctor." And I went the next day. Went to the dermatologist. Turns out I have a little baby of my own on my back in the form of a lipoma. So Dr. Pimple Popper is
was
now
that white poma, black poma? Can you say that anymore?
It's a lipoma.
Lipoma.
A lipoma versus a truth poma.
You don't know what a lipoma is?
I know what a
Well,
truth
I
poma
hope
is.
it's not cancer.
Fox News has truth pomas.
Yeah, but lipomas are not supposed to be cancerous. They will do a biopsy on me, but it's like I got like a mini golf ball on my back, and it's crazy. So I watched Dr. Pimple Popper. Oh, by the way, let me make a real quick retraction because my wife and daughter are nipping at my heels. Last episode, I mentioned kind of in passing in a passive way, but not directly, that my wife and daughter watch Mr. Beast. Let me set the record straight. They do not. Then I don't have to hear it anymore from them because they are furious that I've labeled them Mr. Beast viewers.
I think that we've tapped into something here.
Yeah.
Josh has been basically trying to convince our loyal listeners, and David, who's quite gullible, right, that his family enjoys the things that he enjoys.
Well, they do for the most part.
There is a chink, if I'm allowed to say that.
Well, it depends. It better be the rest of the sentence. Let's hear the rest of the sentence first, and then I'll tell you if you're allowed to say that.
In the armor. In the armor.
That's allowed. That's allowed. That's allowed. And so anyway, so going back to that, Dr. Pimple Popper is always dermatological weird things that happen. And I've talked about it on the show before. People come in with these giant like bowling balls on their shoulder, on their back, or that are lipomas that they wait for years to take care of. And now they become so obtrusive.
And they get bigger.
Oh my God, they keep getting bigger. So when the doctor told me it's a lipoma, I said, take it out now. I've seen too many episodes of this show.
Oh, but the content for the podcast, if you let it go?
No, are you nuts? Are you crazy? So unfortunately, he says,
does it have a name?
No, I have not named it. I don't want to name it. I don't want to get attached because I am going to have it removed. But I said to the doctor, take it out. He said, I can't. I said, what do you mean you can't take it out? They do it on the same episode of Pimple Popper. She takes it out in 15 minutes. The same episode. That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, well, number one, it's not TV. Number two, it's attached to my muscle. So he can't even do it. I had to be referred to a surgeon to do it.
Oh, no.
Like on Pimple Popper, they do it right there on the spot. She like puts him in the back, shoots him up with some serum of some sort locally into the lipoma, and then pops that baby and takes it out. But I have to go to a surgeon. So I met with a surgeon the other day on a referral, and now I've scheduled surgery. And because it's attached to the muscle, he has to put me under. It's not a local anesthesia.
Wow.
Yeah,
oh
it's crazy. So, yeah.
The craziest part of the story.
Go ahead.
Josh,
yeah.
Josh actually has muscles.
That's
well played. That's well played. That's well played. Yeah, right. So, look, I have to get this lipoma removed. I have a feeling I'm watching too much Dr. Pimple Popper, and it jumped through the screen and grew in my back because of it.
Wow.
But I'm not waiting. I can't feel it. If my wife touches it, I can feel her touching it. I get it. You know what I mean? Like I feel that there's something there. I know I feel her touching my back.
Yeah.
But
there's your soundbite right there.
Right, there's a soundbite right there. But I can't. I don't like if I lean back on a chair. It doesn't bother me if I'm running, whatever. It doesn't. I would have no clue it was there except for my good friends at the Stretch Zone. Stretch Zone. They not only get you limber, but they also identify your cysts and lipomas. Stretch Zone.
Nice.
So everyone should check them out if you got something on your back. They'll identify it. It's not really in their contract or in their advertising, but it seems like that's part of their skill set.
Is it squishy? Is it hard? Like,
it's hard,
like a golf ball.
Like a little bit smaller than a golf ball. But if I waited, it would keep getting bigger. Now they're not sure it's a lipoma, but he's like relatively confident it is.
Okay.
Could be a cyst. Who knows? Until he gets in there, he's not going to know. But he's seen 1,000 of these, so he's pretty confident it's a lipoma.
Oh, good luck.
Crazy, right?
Yeah. That's surgery's no good. But
no,
get it out of there.
So I'm going to stop watching my 600-pound life before I have to report that that incident coming.
Or soon you're naked and afraid, and
I don't need all this stuff seeping through the TV screen.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
well, more health scares for Josh. That's par for the course.
Yeah, line it up.
The other host is Omar. Omar, how are you doing?
Yeah, ditto.
I don't
by
even
the
know
way.
where you are right now. Where?
Ditto on what?
In terms of health scares, I'm gonna have my health scare.
Ooh, what do you got?
Well, so one of our good friends who we all know in common.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if our listeners know about something. It's called Pronuvo.
What the hell's that?
Josh, Dave, does it ring
yeah,
any bells?
I know what you're referring to.
I don't know what Pronuvo is.
Screening.
It's basically a proactive MRI. It's for people who have too much money, right?
Okay.
So you go and you have basically a 2-hour MRI.
But you're getting an MRI when you don't need it, or your doctor has not said you should get an MRI.
It's like it's a scan. Yeah, scan your body for what's going on.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Bingo.
And you did it?
I did it. Well, my one friend did it, who we all know in common.
Okay.
One of our loves, and it was determined that she actually had a malignant growth on one of her kidneys.
That's crazy. Right? So that's how they found that, because she did a preemptive scan.
And they never would have found it if she wasn't there. It would have taken another 10 years.
Oh my God. That's
crazy.
Been
stage 3 or 4 by the time they found it.
It might have been too late, is what you're saying.
Right.
That's right. And so it would have been too late. And she had the procedure, so she's doing a lot better now.
And they took out part of her kidney, right?
Bingo, 60% of it, or maybe a third of it.
Well, that's very different things. 33 and 60.
Enough they didn't have to take the whole thing out.
Okay.
So they got there early enough.
So you got a little kidney left.
A little kidney left.
Yeah, little kidney.
And she also has her other one, right?
Little beat.
So yeah, there's two. They come in pairs.
Yeah. Which, by the way, people sent way too much food to her house. I did not send that. I just sent drugs, which first. But that's not the point. So I was obviously incentivized to.
So you did it.
Pronuvo thing, right?
Yeah.
So I did. I went to Pronuvo and I got the scan. I watched. You can watch a show. So I watched. What's that game show where the Asian people are dying? What's it called?
Where the Asian people are dying.
Yeah. Squid Games. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So I watched that that thing for about 2 hours. And
I was going to say mahjong, and I caught myself. That's definitely not it.
But yeah. So
wait a second. Can I ask you? Is it enclosed? Are you in a tube?
Yes. You're in an MRI.
But you're in a very narrow tube, like a typical MRI, for 2 hours.
Yep.
How close is the thing above your head?
How can you say a TV?
They have like some device that like basically is like it creates this distance between yourself and the screen.
Are you wearing it?
No.
So you're just looking up.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't. When you look, see, here's my problem with MRI. When I'm in an MRI, before I go in, I've had a couple of them. I tell them I'm going to shut my eyes, then put me in the tube. Because if I open my eyes while I'm in the tube, I'm going to freak the hell out.
Yeah, I'm so glad we're talking about this, because I'm going through so much. I want to ask questions. You've done this, then? I just want to back up. You have done
Me?
2 hours. Yes, you've done this.
Yes, I'm about to tell you guys what the results were.
2 hours seems insane to me. That's a long time to sit in a confined tube.
Well, it's a head to toe. I am told, but it's, like there are two different types of MRI machines. I'm told. One is where it's really close to your face.
It's open.
That's a little bit wider. Yeah. So which was it? Like, could you? Is it inches?
You're not allowed to move. You're not supposed to move in an MRI.
What did you just say? Ask the fat mouth. What did you just say?
What?
Close to face? What was that?
Yeah, he was talking about
some of the tubes are close to your face and some are further out. I said.
What you're talking about right now?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? He's talking about an MRI where you're in a confined closed tube. Versus another one where you have a little bit wiggle room.
No, I don't know what kind of wiggle room you're talking about right now, Mr. Wiggles.
There's open MRIs. You ever hear of an open MRI?
This is legit. It's a whole body scan.
Yes, but are you in a Tylenol where you can barely move?
Correct.
That's what we're asking.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, how do you see a TV when you're in an enclosed capsule like that?
You know that we caught a rocket ship from outer space in a pair of tweezers.
We did. It's amazing. It's quite amazing.
Technology is a little bit further along when our parents grew up.
Yeah. Okay. Smart ass.
What do you want me to say?
Because is it a specialty? It's a specialty screen that can sit 3 inches from your face, and it feels like it feels like it's far away. Like it's it's amazing.
Think about when you're driving your car. Objects in the mirror may seem farther away than they actually are.
Okay,
they already
that's
exist
not
in the
even
rearview mirror.
remotely close to the same thing. No, it's not. You put a screen 3 inches from my eyes, I'm not going to be able to adjust and see
If you have mirrors in place, it does it.
Mirrors?
I don't know, Josh. You wanna call the place?
I would like to know. This is the most interesting part of this.
2 hours in a
topic.
tube that's like really close to my head.
Crazy.
I will freak out.
I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah, there's no way I'm lasting.
Like if you look left, you're not supposed to move, right? So in MRI, you can't move.
You have headphones on.
Yes, I know that.
You're watching, and you can pick the Netflix show or whatever, Josh. You pick your 900-pound nonsense.
Do you have 600-pound? Do you have to watch the same show over and over?
You can. There's a button you can press to have them switch things.
And so but you can't speak or move while you're in an MRI.
They ask if you're doing okay, how you are.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's annoying. They have to sit there with the remote and click on different shows when you tell them. I would just keep changing the channel to be hilarious.
Nah, you kind of just I kind of got. Usually I do that on my phone and when I'm watching the show. So this didn't allow me to do that.
So you just binge watch Squid Game,
which was about 1.5, 2 episodes.
Oh, yeah, man. That's right. So right. That would only be 2 episodes. Yeah, so it's not really a binge watch.
My story right now. What is?
Keep going.
Well,
so what do they find?
I'm curious to know how the experience is like getting it done. That's the first step. I want to understand it because I had to get an MRI on my shoulder.
Yeah, so did I.
15 minutes maybe.
Yeah,
and I had a little button to push if I panicked, and I was like, I realized I'm claustrophobic. Like that was a clincher for me.
Even if you're not claustrophobic, this is another level. This is like getting buried alive. That's how I equate it. Yes, it is. That's how I equate it. Yeah. So do you close your eyes? Do you do what I do, Dave, when you got it?
Well, they put a washcloth over my eyes, so I have my eyes
that's
open.
Good. Yeah,
I'm like, how close is it? I can't tell. I can't. Right. I mean,
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Exactly.
It's funny. I was flying. Dave's making me remember something I kind of blocked out. When I flew here yesterday from San Juan. I'm in Maryland right now. And I was on a plane, and I was with Chachi Boy, my dog, and he was having some problems. I think he was thirsty, but I hadn't reported him. I was sneaking him on the plane. And anyway, I was beginning to get nervous, and I was beginning to have the onset of a panic attack.
Oh, geez.
I've never had one on a plane before. And I felt nauseous. I'm like, is this what Dave's life is?
Yeah, that's every time
that's
I fly.
Dave. Yeah. Now you know what Dave goes through every single time he flies. So wait, hold on. Let's go back to your topic. So what happened? Did they find a whole bunch of bong water? Is that what happened when they did your scanner?
Pizza and milkshakes.
Yeah. What do they find in there?
Bong? Did you say bong water?
That's right.
It's fucking Christ. So they look at your nervous system, respiratory system, circulatory, endocrine, urinary, reproductive, digestive, and musculoskeletal.
Okay.
Right, and then they review each one where they're findings. Some are minor findings, some are no adverse findings, some are important findings.
Those are the ones you want.
So I had circulatory system's great. Endocrine was I have something adrenal is some, but nothing big. But the big one, this is more relevant, is in my nervous system.
Okay.
Which was as I have an indeterminate lesion of the brain.
What?
Yes.
What is that?
So
that's no good.
We detected an indeterminate lesion. The extraaxial lesion involves the left side of the temporal lobe.
Oh God.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Recommendations that I have, it may be potentially benign or malignant. Unfortunately, we are unable to determine the exact nature of the lesion.
This is what they say to you.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a comedy show. I don't know if you know that.
No.
But it's a life.
Holy shit, that's crazy. You don't want to read that.
The best comedy is when you're about to die, right?
I don't know.
Mortality is a powerful motivator of humor.
Okay. All right. Maybe not for the listener.
Well, the thing is, how do you handle these things, right? So, I of course didn't think about it for a few months, and
you've had this done months ago.
Yeah,
and you didn't think about this.
January 16th.
Listen, someone felt a bump on my back at the stretch zone. I was in the doctor's office immediately the next day, and you wait for something on your brain.
But the next step for you is easy. It's pop it or surgery. I mean, the brain, like, how are they going to find out if it's malignant or not? They want to go in there.
You go to a neurologist and go, what the hell is going on here?
Yep.
Don't you want answers right away?
I have something next week. I've been traveling. I'm going to a wedding the fucking week after.
Yeah.
I have to go to in Argentina, and then I'm going to go when I come back. Which is March 17th.
That's where you're leaving this? We're all in the we don't know what this is camp?
I'm having an MRI at
Jeez, Omar.
Yeah, what is it that big of a deal? I think it'll be fine.
Most of the time, it is fine. This is why the doctors tell you
My
not to.
brother-in-law laughed. Because because he's a doctor. He feeds into everyone's neuroses and like hypochondriac, whatever, syndromes.
Yeah, the biggest problem with this is that Dave and I can't feed off this comedically. That's the problem.
You can't. No, yes, you can. It explains so much about me.
Challenge.
It's a bigger challenge. It actually is.
But just be serious just for a
All
second.
Right, so we should start interviewing for a third.
Yes.
Just in case.
Just the backup.
Yeah, just the backup. All right.
Yeah, but look, it does explain a lot about my my sense of ADD and scatterbrain. I'm scatterbrained because my brain is, I guess, maybe not.
Wait. Stop.
What?
The people who did the MRI.
Yeah.
Are you able to speak with them after you get these results? Is there a consultation that comes along with the MRI?
I missed the call.
You missed the call. They tell you have a thing on your brain, and you decided, nah. Yeah, I'll sleep. I'll snooze for 9 more minutes.
I haven't. Yeah. I need to talk to them.
Yes.
Listen, no, Josh is scaring you.
I talked to my doctor yesterday who saw the report. In New York.
And what did he say?
He's like, you should have it looked at. Absolutely. I go, am I going to die? He goes, no. He goes, but it's good to have this. It's good you had this done.
It is. Well, I guess they can track it. They can watch the growth of it. Like, you don't want to have to open up your skull to go get it biopsy, right? Well, that's how they would find out if it's benign or malignant, I think. I don't think there's a blood test for it.
I'm going to get one of those red light, blue light things, MRI scans.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Yeah, you guys are making me feel worse. Come on, it's going to be fine.
Stop scaring them. See, I talked to 2 doctors about this test, this exact one, because our same friend talked to me about it.
Okay.
And they said, do not, I would recommend you don't do it, because 90% of the time it's nothing. But then you're prompted to test it and go find out. And sometimes the risk of the testing is also
worse.
Is a risk. Yeah.
So so let me ask this. When they scan everything, I would imagine there's a high probability they're going to find something. You got shit in your body over all those years that something's formed somewhere, right?
Probably. That's probably right.
Right. So then that's the deal. Okay. All right.
All
right. That's
scary. Look, it's already saved one of our friends' lives. Why can't it save 2?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
She is a unique situation. I don't know if it's. Yes, that's the best case scenario that she had. I'm so glad that she did it.
Well, yes, of course.
Doctors tell you not, like they would suggest not to. I don't think they say don't because.
Can I ask how much it costs?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I think it was like $2,000.
$2,000. Okay. Yeah. All right. Or for $50, you can go to the stretch zone.
Yeah. Right.
Your mic's on mute, Omar. Again, that thing is so sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
$2,000. Yeah, that's a good one. But I got to tell you, it's a nice motivator. Imagine if you knew you were going to die, then you become one of those movies.
Yeah, I don't. This is
You think if I was dying, I could date more beautiful women?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm about to die.
What you need to do is get an online presence and walk everyone through your death, like your path to death. You'll get a ton of hits.
The thing is,
it's a gold mine.
The one thing is, I don't want to lose any of my hair. That's the one thing.
That's what you're worried about? Your hair?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, hypothetical. If right now I said to you, we can tell you right now, this will be nothing. This is completely benign. It's nothing. You don't even have to do anything, but you have to shave your head. And your hair will never go back. Or it's a 50-50 chance, but you'll have a full head of hair the rest of your life. What are you doing? The fact that you even have to think about this is insane to me.
When would I potentially die if it happened?
Are you crazy? Let's say 15 years from now.
Oh. Huh.
You live for 15 years.
And I go bald tomorrow?
You go bald tomorrow, but the shaving of the head eliminates any risk.
Look, we're not promised 15 years. You might want to keep your hair. 10?
I don't know, man. This is tough.
This is insane. This is just insane that you can't even figure this out.
Have you even commented on my hair earlier today?
Omar.
I don't know.
You can't be serious.
Look, I guess you're right. You're right. I mean,
you can wear hats.
Oh, I could get a
Anyway.
hair transplant and go to Turkey.
Yeah, yeah.
You can
good.
go to hair. You can get a hair transplant in Turkey. Okay.
Yeah, you want to know what? That's fine.
Okay. There you
I would
go.
do that.
There you
I
go.
would choose the latter.
Thank you. Jeez. All right, Dave. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
You'll keep us posted, right, Omar? You're going to keep us posted on this.
Yeah, I might just drop dead. Who knows?
No.
Oh God.
What was that? Was Seinfeld? Was that guy's name was Kennedy? Was it
yeah, what's FDR?
FDR?
Yeah, told him to drop dead.
Snowball.
Yes, the snowball.
That's such an interesting topic, though. That same very conversation has been going around here. Is should we go ahead and go and do it? It's only in larger cities, whatever.
Are you going to do it?
Well, I'm tempted not to, because I would definitely lose sleep thinking that something's there and I got to go get it tested, and there's some risk there. So I mean, we're all going to die eventually. We're probably all going to get cancer eventually. It's just if you got it when you're 120, that's okay. It's if you get it, sooner or later.
This is one hell of an episode, 84.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, so I was going to just let you know, and I'm curious about this. This is a little bit lighthearted. I was in Milwaukee and I was visiting my son, and I was like, "Ooh, what should we do? We should do something fun. I just want to have fun with them. I don't want to get into all life's struggles of rent and all jobs and all that stuff. Let's just go and have fun." So we went to an arcade, and it was one of those.
They still have those?
Yeah, they have. You can look around, like there are bars or places and they're the old school ones, right? They're the cabinets. That's Miss Pac-Man or
oh wow,
Space Invaders, like the old stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I went over
Space Invaders.
With quarters?
Yes.
Do you put quarter? Are you putting quarters in?
They have it. You buy a card, so you can get for $25 you can play unlimited. Because they know you're only going to play Miss Pac-Man for so long.
That's correct. That's exactly right. Yeah.
But then we walked by a pinball machine.
Love
it was
pinball.
Star Wars pinball machine. And I remember that was being kind of a big deal back then. That was like the pinball that at least at the arcade I went to, and I played it. And I realized pinball sucks. Pinball really sucks.
Why?
It's not fun at all.
It depends on the machine. There are some fun pinball machines. I have a buddy, Bry, who just loves pinball for some reason. Just absolutely loves it.
I know people like them. Some collect them.
That's the guy who's on the spectrum, right? He's like
he's what's the song by the Who? Pinball Wizard. Yeah.
You launch the ball, it's flying around. You really have no control over it. It's just banging around it like crazy. And then it comes zooming down to your flippers.
That's pinball.
50% of the time, it just shoots right through. You're over. Nothing. What just happened? I pulled.
So you had a bad experience playing pinball.
I thought.
I don't understand how these pinball wizards are able to keep it from not going down that.
Because they know, like, if you watch someone who's really good at pinball, they're putting the ball. They're not just hitting their flippers. They're putting the ball where they want to put it.
Bullshit.
What do you mean bullshit? They're controlling the ball.
And look, every ball that came through, plus they go around the side and then they go down.
That's right.
There's nothing you can do those. You've lost their ball there.
That's right.
And it comes straight down. There's no way to stop it. Like there should be something more to block that thing. Like there should be a button in the middle that you can like hit it and push it back. Something else. It's really. It's about as passive as watching TV, other than like hitting a button every once in a while. It's actually not a fun thing. I can't believe that was something we thought was fun back in the day.
The other thing about pinball that I'm kind of with you on this. I was playing devil's advocate, but the other thing about pinball that's even crazier is the fact that the newer ones have all these fandangled effects like on the board.
Yeah.
But when you play pinball, you don't look at them at all. You're looking down. You're looking at the ball, so you don't even see any of the things that are happening on the digital screen that you've caused with where you've hit the ball.
Right.
It's completely lost on the player.
Yeah. It
makes no sense.
Understand the sense of it.
No.
Even if it lasted a long time, I don't think would that be fun just hitting the two buttons.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
We've definitely come a long way from the 80s in our entertainment.
Are they making new pinball machines? Are they making like Game of Thrones pinball or Stranger Things pinball? Or I wonder.
It's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
That's something we'll have to ask AI or something like that.
Yeah, we can ask.
Anyway, so that's what's my story. All right, should we kick things off?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
So let's start the episode. As you know, each time we come together, the way we run this podcast is we each have a topic to talk about. We have not brought it up ahead of time. This is all brand new stuff. It might be repeats from previous episodes because getting up to 84, we might not remember that we brought things up I feel like I might be bringing up something we've talked about before.
I'll let you know.
All right. Well, then I'm done. Because I don't have that interesting of a life. But we'd love for you all to reach out to us. I'll go through the stuff real quick. If you'd like to reach out to us, our email address is friends@fts.media. We have a website, friendstalkingshop.weebly.com. And then we are on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find us.
Can we say something like, by the way, why not? God knows Trump was honored at enough charities he never even gave money to. So the first listener of ours who sends 10 real questions up from our podcast gets their own complimentary Pernuvo. You can maybe
You're going to pay for that?
Maybe we just saved their life.
Are you going to pay for that?
Maybe we just saved their life.
Are you going to pay for that?
We'll work it out. Yeah,
I'm not paying for that.
I just
By the way, you also stepped over where they can find us on social media because Dave was just about to tell them, and now nobody knows.
At Friends Talking Shop, all one word. There you go.
Social media.
And yes, contact us and we'll save your life. That's how we'll end that. All right. Well, let's kick things off. Josh, you want to go first?
Sure. So I'm gonna keep with the medical theme, but I'm also going to make it a little lighthearted here because I read an article the other day, and the article referred to something that was said on a podcast. So apparently, there's a podcast out there called "Am I Doing It Wrong?" Which actually sounds like an interesting.
It sounds like Josh on a first date. Go on.
Anyway, thanks, Sheffy. There's a doctor on this particular episode, and the doctor's name I want to point her out because I think it's important. Her name is Dr. Divya Shokeen. Dr. Divya Shokeen.
Indian.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I only saw her name. I did not see her likeness or image. But she's a dermatologist, and she came out with a very bold thing to say.
Proclamation is the word.
A proclamation. Thank you, Omar. But she said, and I'm not making this up, by the way. This is what she actually said. That you do not have to wash your legs in the shower because the soap trickling down gets them clean enough. This is what she said. She said the legs are not a hot spot like armpits, which you do have to use with soap directly. And this is, in my mind, the stupidest thing that's ever been said by a doctor.
Really?
And I think it diminishes her status and stature as an actual physician, because to make a claim like this is just stupid. First of all, it's not medically significant whatsoever, whether or not you need to clean your legs.
How do you think she's defining the legs?
From what I read, it's if you wash your upper body and you wash your pits and your face and whatever, that's good enough.
What does that mean? Your pits?
Your pits, your armpits. You never heard of armpits? Yeah.
Okay.
And you wash your perineum, where Jardiance can get do a fatal rash, potentially fatal rash with Jardiance. And you wash that area, your boy parts and your girl points.
In there. Yeah.
You don't need to go lower, is basically what she's saying, which I find remarkably stupid.
That's what she said.
That's right. But here's my point with this. Okay, let's say that's medically true or dermatologically true, right?
Yep.
How lazy do you have to be where you are now hearing that and going, oh, thank God, because you're already soaping up part of your body. The soap is already in your hands. Just soap up your legs and feet.
No, you're also wasting soap.
Wasting soap. How much soap are you possibly?
I don't know if you know my body. In my family, we have short torsos, very long legs. This is true.
Not true.
My sister could tell you the same thing.
Oh.
So it's like,
look,
2/3 of a bar of soap is taken up on my legs.
Unless you're Lizzo, I don't think there's enough, skin there that it's going to really wash away a significant portion of your soap. That seems quite ridiculous.
You have to remember also who you're talking to. Remember, I've not washed my hair even now, probably for about 3 months.
Okay, but at least there's some sort of argument for the oils in your hair and all the bullshit that you tell us about why you don't wash your hair. Maybe there's an argument for that you dry out your hair if you wash it too much, right? Okay, I get that. But to not wash your legs because you kind of don't have to, because the soap is dribbled down your body and it's good enough. A doctor saying that is malpractice, in my opinion.
You also think about this, right? In terms of how where the body releases its secretions when it overheats.
Yeah.
Right. It's your arm. It's your, as you put it, your pits.
Yeah. Your hot spots. She called it the hot spots.
Like for me, it's the forehead when I'm particularly nervous.
The forehead.
Yeah, I sweat from right below my hairline.
And what about your feet, by the way? Your feet are in socks and shoes all day. You're telling me you don't have to wash them? That's ridiculous.
Well, you're standing in soapy water, right?
So Bingo.
Soapy water and urine.
Two birds, one stone.
Well, not everyone. Not everyone.
By the way, on that token, if you're taking a shower at a friend's place, can you pee in the shower?
Yes, I always pee in the shower. Almost every time.
Stop it, you do not.
What do you mean I do not?
I do the same thing.
95% of my showers come with peeing.
Why would you do that? You're right next to the toilet.
No, it's a whole thing.
Why would I not do that? It's drain.
It's so nice getting hot water on you.
It's the same drain. It's the same drain as the toilet.
Well, and if somebody of yours peed in your shower, you're fine with that.
I'd expect it. I don't want you to pee on the wall. If you pee right down the drain, perfectly
how do you know?
acceptable.
What if
you
have a irregular stream? You know.
But David, think about this.
I'm not letting anyone with a irregular stream shower in my place.
When you hear running water, okay, when you have warm water put on you, you want to pee.
Yeah,
it's a really good feeling to actually do that while both of them are being done.
People at our age, by the way,
it's like getting
sometimes
a massage
do
and
pee.
Having an
and getting what?
It's like getting a massage and getting a happy ending.
No, it's
right?
not.
It's the same. No, think about this.
No, I don't want to think about that. It's not true. It's peeing. It's just a matter of convenience. It's not giving me any type of amazing feeling. It's just convenient. It's right there.
I so enjoy.
It is convenient.
Why don't you
just cover his face?
Go right before you get in the shower.
No, you don't know it's going to come sometimes.
What are you talking about? Sometimes I do go before I get in the shower, and then I go in the shower and I feel like I got to pee again. What am I supposed to get out and pee again?
You know, Josh, my problem with Dave, right? This is one of my problems with Dave.
Go ahead.
He gets so sanctimonious sometimes.
Seriously.
You know, I bet you that you pee in the shower all the time.
Oh, I bet you he's taking a dump in the shower and won't even tell us.
You pee in the pool.
It's not that it's worse, but it's in the same family. I mean, what you're doing.
What's worse, the pool or the shower? In my opinion, it's the pool.
The pool is worse. Yes.
Okay. But there are chemicals in there where there's no chemicals in your shower.
Unless you're in the pool by yourself, that's no good. You can't be.
Do you pee in the ocean, Dave? How about when you're in the ocean? Do you pee in the ocean when you're at the beach?
I think that critters can go up the wrong way.
Critters are going up your. Oh my God!
Yes, that's what I thought. Yeah, possible. You want to be careful.
I don't think that's how the urethra works.
No, it's funny. The real reason why David wears golf shorts with a belt to bed is because it gives him extra layers to hide the chastity belt that he wears. Because therefore, sometimes critters do get into the bed.
Critters do get into the bed. That's true.
That's right. If I pee in the shower, I'll be getting my jean shorts all wet.
But if I pee in the shower, by the way, which I do every day, I always do it before I soap up. I do not soap up and then pee.
Why?
Because it could get on me. I don't want that. I have to soap up after I pee in the shower. After. So that's critical.
You're proving my point.
What? No, I haven't.
It's a dirty business. Like you're mixing.
No one said urine's clean. All I'm saying is that it's a drain, just like a urinal, just like a toilet, and it goes down the drain. The beauty is that if you do it first and then you soap up, now you've cleaned the urine that has been on your tile on your shower.
Urine is like 99. It's like a water.
Water. It's mostly water.
Water.
Yeah.
Instead of being pink, it's green.
Yeah. Green.
Wait, what?
What?
Whatever, yellow.
Okay, I'm going to suggest that you see a urologist after you see your neurologist, because if you're that's a problem. Omar.
Green is not so good.
Green is not normal.
Well, do you soap up the bottom of your feet?
Yes, always, and in between my toes.
What? Are you serious?
You don't put the soap in between your toes.
No. No, I don't do that. Omar, do you?
No.
Come on.
You're a lunatic. No,
No, I'm
that's
not.
crazy. Yes, you
That's
are.
crazy.
Soaping between your toes.
Between your toes. Come on. That's you have to
You have
do
a
that.
chair? Do you have a chair in your shower?
I do have a bench, but I do not use it for that.
Oh, the bench is the best.
Yeah, the bench is
I don't
awesome.
have a bench. I'd have
I
to.
love
I
hot
would
water
die
steamers.
from concussion if I had to try to soap between my toes. Standing up? Are
Listen,
you
I'm not going in there like a
You are
some sort
really
of
wasting. You're
surgeon.
wasting so much soap.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
again
insane.
with your wasting soap. How much do you think a bar of soap costs? It's not
But
that
Josh,
bad.
He doesn't know.
If you're
He
going
doesn't know.
between each toe while
Yes.
you're down there, water is hitting the soap at the same time.
Yes.
It's also right. You must
So
go.
what?
You must go through a bar of soap a day.
I do
at
not.
this
I do
rate.
go through a lot of soap though. I do.
There you
I'm
go.
very quick to go
I'm
through
sure
soap.
you do. So
And
wait,
yeah.
Mr. Cirque du Soleil here, you stand on one leg and lift
Yeah.
up one of your feet, and then you
I
put a
don't
soap
believe it.
between each toe?
That's right. That's right. Yeah. It's a quick process. I'm not there like a surgeon going through it.
Well, you should.
Every
I
nook and
guess if you're
cranny.
going to take the time, you might as well do it right.
I just slide the soap between each of my toe gaps. That's all I do. Just
You know
slide
what?
it in between
I'm
each of the toe
surprised
gaps.
you're
Every time.
Every time.
I've never once done that, and I've been told by many people I have really nice feet.
Well, yeah, but you probably have a whole bunch of critters living in between your toes that
No,
have just.
and by the way, I don't
camped
wash my
out there.
socks. Right? Very rarely.
Yeah, you
Because-
said that. That's really
because they're-
gross.
because they're merino wool. You don't
It
need to do it.
It doesn't matter whether you, again, just like this doctor, it doesn't matter if you have to do it. Just do it. It takes you an extra 20 to 30 seconds to soap up your legs. Just do it. No doctor should tell you you don't need to soap your legs. You're just giving
Your
a
legs
free
don't
pass.
sweat. You sweat from your feet, maybe.
You're in
but not your
pants
legs.
all day. Don't
Yeah.
tell me
Well,
you're not dirty. Don't you
not
wash your
true.
pants?
Yeah.
Come on.
I think I wash
All right.
down to my knees and let gravity take the rest.
You do.
I
You
think-
don't wash the bottom of your feet.
No.
No, I think it's.
Oh,
I'm
You're
saying
God.
stepping on soap water. I mean, seriously, come on, Josh.
And urine.
No, not in my case.
Wait, how much are you urinating in the shower?
Quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Right.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
I'm concerned that you're going.
It's a nasty habit at this point.
You're urinating twice within 10 minutes. I mean that seems.
Well,
weird
that's
to me.
also a problem. Yes,
Yeah,
that's another
yes.
issue.
No, Josh's thing is, Dave, he takes such long showers, he gets dehydrated.
I do
Before he
take
goes
long
in the
showers.
shower,
Are you also
He drinks-
drinking from the
he drinks
shower?
a 2 liter
I am not
bottle
drinking
of
from the
Co- of
shower.
Coke. Yeah, exactly.
I am not drinking from the shower. I do like long showers, though. I do enjoy a shower.
The best.
After a while, after you've drank from the shower head.
I'm not drinking
Gotta
from the
go to the
shower head
bathroom.
either.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that either. Anyway, so that this doctor, but let me say her name again, just so everyone knows to stay away from this doctor. Dr. Divya Shokeen, dermatologist.
She sounds like a pioneer to me.
Complete quack, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't understand. She's clearly knows more about skin than you do.
She does, but she also has to have judgment, and she has no judgment. If you're a dermatologist, don't say that out loud on a podcast where people can hear you.
Do you even believe in anything doctors say, like Dr. Fauci? I mean, who knows any of these people? Who knows who? But they're all in cahoots with each other.
I tend to believe the doctors most of the time.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you don't. You're just openly
Not this one.
libeling one.
Not this one.
Dermatologist too. You think you'd?
By the way,
In the
I might believe her too. By the way, I'm just saying it's just silly. It's just stupid. It's
well,
an extra 20
you should
seconds.
do your research. You should do your research, like Aaron Rodgers does.
Yeah. I mean, what do you?
Maybe
yeah, I
what
thank
she
God
says is
you're-
true.
yeah.
What I'm saying is I'm not taking a stance. I'm just saying there's no reason to say that, and it doesn't matter if it is true. Is my point. It doesn't matter. Wash your legs.
Yeah,
You heard it here first. Everybody wash your
All right.
legs.
it is an odd thing to say.
Thank you.
It is.
All right.
All right, Omar. Let's hear what's going on with you with the few days, maybe months you have left. We want to hear what your topic is.
Yeah.
So I think what I'll do is we'll do something a little different this time. Is I'll talk about my trip I had to Hong Kong,
Okay.
and a lot of it was airplane centric.
Oh,
And
you
I'm
hate, you
curious.
hate when I have airplane stories, and now here
I
you
know,
are giving
I
an
know,
airplane story.
I know.
I like
So,
airplane stories. I like them.
Yeah, well, I'm just curious about a couple of things.
Oh,
and you guys
good.
can let me know. One was a potentially $1 million idea.
Oh, good.
So you're combining your two loves: airplane stories and silly inventions.
Well, yeah, I got an idea on the
Okay.
plane.
Go ahead.
So I flew business class, Cathay Pacific.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it was a disaster.
It
Because-
was.
They put me in the front row of the plane.
No,
So
you
there's
put
no
yourself.
seat.
You put yourself in the front row when you
No,
picked
no,
your seat.
I would never have picked that seat.
You picked
And-
the seat. Business class, you picked your seat.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I was in front row, so I was right next to the bathroom. Okay,
Yeah,
right by the kitchen,
yeah.
right by the engine. I could hear everything. And I said to them, and the smells and the bathroom smells. I go, is this lower than economy? Where am I sitting?
Did you have a
And
lie flat? Was it a lie flat?
Yes.
Okay.
So you got a little pod, right?
You got some shelter from others on the plane.
Smells, no
Well,
boundaries.
smells. That's true. That's a good point. Yeah.
Okay, that sheet should not have been there.
That
all right?
seat or sheet?
Seat, sorry.
And seat. And
But
sheet.
when I'm on the
You don't want to
plane-
smell the sheet.
They're serving butter, and I realized something. When you guys have butter, when you're
Yeah.
cooking at home,
Yes.
you have the bar of butter. Do
We're
you
familiar.
cut the butter off and then put it like on the bread or in the pan?
What do you mean? What do you mean cut the butter off? Yeah,
know-
you have to
know
cut
a
how much
bar-
you
have
want.
A bar of butter.
Yes. A stick of butter. We call it a stick of butter here in the
Stick.
States.
A stick of butter.
Yeah, stick of
Do you-
butter.
Do you cut the butter off of the stick?
Yes. How do you?
You don't- Oh, I like to just apply the stick directly to the pan or to the bread.
Okay. So in other words, you fold down the top of the stick and then use it as if it's a highlighter. And
I
paint
roll up the sleeves.
Yeah.
And then I apply
Right.
it directly.
You don't cut it off and then use a knife to apply to your bread. You
I don't wanna
literally
waste the
rub
knife.
the edge of the butter, the end of the
Yes.
butter against
Yes.
your bread.
Yes. And I want to create a butter holder
They have that, by the way.
to hold the stick.
It exists.
Oh,
What?
shit.
Yes. So I discovered it when I got married because when I never saw it before, my wife had it. It actually is used for corn on the cob. So you put it in this little plastic contraption, and then you can rub it on the corn because it's so
Mm.
yeah,
hard
yeah.
to take a patty from your knife and
Right.
keep it on the knife and keep the butter between your knife and the corn. It's impossible.
Mm.
And this thing is awesome. It's even like curved, like for the corn. Like the end is even curved, so you can get a nice flush spread of butter on your corn on the cob. They have
Ah.
it exists, man.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
not
I
the
wonder-
best way to put butter
I
on.
wonder- do you think that company's worth $1 million?
No,
You don't.
they're very bad at advertising because I didn't know about it till I got married. You guys don't know about it. No one seems to know about it.
But you know,
All
a lot of those sticks of butter are frozen. So I get like on corn on the cob where it's hot, but how does that apply to bread?
Well, you don't use frozen butter. You can't use
Well,
frozen butter on
If it's
bread.
all squishy, then it
No, you
loses
keep
its
it in the
shape.
fridge. If you keep it in the fridge,
Fridge.
it's got a nice
Freezes their butter.
freeze. Well, you can
it-
freeze your butter. You can freeze
No,
your butter.
we put our butter in the fridge, and if it comes out, it's not applicable to bread. It's too hard.
Then what
It's
do
a-
you hold on?
it's-
What do you do with it when you put it out of the freezer?
No,
He-
I don't. I'm not putting.
He
it in
doesn't put it in the freezer.
I put it in
Oh.
the fridge.
Yeah,
Oh.
It
But
goes
he-
from the
your fridge
grocery
is
store, but
too
it's
cold.
too hard to apply to bread.
you have your fridge too cold.
Yeah,
And
it's
what
too
you
cold.
should do, by the way, if you're going to use butter, you should take it out a little bit. Let it sit for 5 minutes.
Well, that
Yeah.
that may be, but
Oh, that big.
but
that
I still
big.
think the invention that Omar is thinking of isn't going to apply in what you're talking about because
It
that
will
can
if you let it sit out. It
Oh,
will. Yes, it will. Like, you ever get like my biggest pet peeve is you go like to a restaurant and they put the little dish of butter patties and
Yep.
they're frozen, and you're like, you can't do anything
you can't
with
put
this.
it on you can't spread
It
it. Right?
sucks. But when you get the ones that are mushy, it's wonderful.
Yeah. No, that's
Spreadable
right.
butter. Nothing isn't. There's no better feeling.
Are you
So-
guys done talking about this fucking butter?
Well, you're the
Sorry,
one who
go
brought
ahead.
it up. It's
Yeah.
your friggin' topic.
So, all right. So then when I flew, and I did this on the way back too, and
Yep.
you guys have flown overnight before, right?
We have, yes.
And so I don't know. Look, it's like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's my time too, right? Like
Okay.
I paid for a pod, so I do this, and I'm curious if how you guys feel about this. And I've never told anyone this before, but whenever I fly overnight,
Okay.
Oh no.
I always take my pants off.
And do what?
No, I go to sleep in my
Oh, okay.
boxers.
Okay. So that's okay in a lie flat.
Okay, it is.
With a
But
blanket.
so I've taken that exact flight you took.
Uh huh.
Okay. That Cathay Pacific flight
Uh huh.
from Newark to Hong Kong. You went from Newark, right?
Uh huh.
Okay. I've taken that flight many times.
Huh.
They sometimes give you pajamas. Did you get pajamas? Did you get pajama pants?
I don't think so.
I don't know if it was on Cafe that did it, but I've gotten pajama pants, and you're supposed to go in the bathroom and put on your pajama pants.
Is
But
it
they
in
also-
like a plastic thing? Do you get it?
Yes.
Is it like folded in?
But they also give you a blanket.
Did they give lingerie as well?
I don't think they give. They do. They give bustiers and handcuffs.
What was that Dave Erickson line? My wife
It's
is
just racy, just fine. Omar, they gave you a blanket, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can take your pants off
Okay.
as long as you're under the
agree.
blanket. If you're sitting in your boxers in your seat without the
listen,
blanket
I have a
on,
question.
problem.
If Erickson's in our shoes, so to speak,
Yeah.
does he take his pants off and then
No.
put on a pair of golf shorts? Elf? David, what do you do?
That's what I would not take my pants off on a plane. That's let's be clear. I would not do that.
Why? Why is that? For religious reasons or because of like germ reasons or what?
Yeah, probably religious. Probably is the main thing.
It's in the book of Numbers.
It is. It's one of the. It's like
Thou shalt not go pantless on planes.
Look at the 20 commandments. It's in the last 10.
It's one of them. Yeah, that's right.
I don't think I would feel the need to. Like I wouldn't wear pants on an airplane that's so uncomfortable that I'd have to take them off to go to sleep.
That's you nailed it on the head.
Speaking of, one of my friends insists on wearing blue jeans.
No,
when he flies.
No,
I'm like, why do you do that? He goes, I'm American. I go, what?
That's ridiculous. I have pants specifically I bought for flights for when I fly because they're just very comfortable. They got extra pockets and they just feel like you're almost in pajama pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because I literally Googled why is denim considered to be comfortable? Is it all a marketing ruse? And by the way, it is.
It is a ruse.
Complete.
Yeah.
It's all nonsense.
Correct.
All
yeah.
right.
It's stiff material. So did you do that on this flight? Did you take your pants off? Okay.
Of course.
But
did you walk around? Did you walk around?
Well, I did actually. It was nighttime and I went to the bathroom fasting.
You went to the bathroom without putting your pants on.
Correct.
Can I ask you this? Did you put your shoes on?
I used the sandals.
Slippers. That's fine. Okay, as long as you put something on your feet because you don't want to go in that bathroom.
No, you can't walk on airplane floors, irrespective of the bathroom.
It's gross.
That's gross.
It's
then
not.
You should wash your feet.
Then you should wash your feet, doctor, whatever the hell her name is.
Yep.
Now, did Omar commit a crime walking through it?
Well, he's right next to the bathroom. So, and if it's at night where all the lights are off and most people are just sleeping because it's an overnight flight, he's probably going to get away with that without issue. Because when you're up in that area and you're in those pods, no one really sees you do it anyway. The only thing you have to worry about is a flight attendant. That's it.
It's a victimless crime, I think. But
it's a victimless crime. That's right.
It might be against the law.
So there's two more parts to this.
Can I ask you something? Were they boxers or were they briefs?
They're boxer briefs.
Oh, you can't do that, dude. That's. I wish you said that. You said boxers. Boxer briefs are like. No, you can't walk around in boxers.
No, they're more like they're like cotton boxers.
Okay, you're changing your tune here. Are they boxer briefs or are they boxer shorts?
I think they're boxer shorts.
Okay, that's acceptable. Boxer briefs not acceptable.
Not by a lot, but
it's right at that line.
Yeah,
that's where that line is. That's where that line is.
On the line. Yeah.
So there's two more parts to this. So the next this one might be the most interesting. I'm still a little bit conflicted about it.
Okay.
So I live in on a Caribbean island. I don't have that many winter clothes.
Right.
And so when I was flying, I was in New York as well. I'm like, I don't have a jacket. And what am I going to do? And I'm like, oh, wow, wait, I found a jacket. And the jacket is pretty awesome looking. I'm going to show you guys a picture of it right now.
You just found the jacket. That is wild. What is on that?
A lot going on there.
There's a lot on that jacket. People will see it on YouTube. If you want to see it, check us out on YouTube.
And the back of it says like married to the game and like it's just a really cool jacket.
But it's your jacket?
It's my jacket.
Okay.
And it's a jacket that I get stopped in often.
Yeah, I could see why.
I wear it. And I haven't worn it for a long time.
By the police, right?
I got stopped in New York by a few people. How'd you get that jacket? It's a Hacula. Blah, blah, blah. And the reason why I have not worn it is because the guy who is the creator of that brand is, I don't want to call him a pedophile.
Oh, God.
but he certainly has tried to ingratiate himself to women, young women, including at one point someone very dear to me. I'm not going to say names. And so when he did that, I cut him out of my life, and I stopped.
Wait. This is not a famous designer. You know the dude who made the jacket?
Yep.
And this guy is he have any charges against him? Or you're just saying that from what you know?
Well, I think in the New York Times or New York Post a year or two ago, some woman came out about him raping her.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the question: should I wear this rapist jacket?
Yes, that's what he's asking. Should I wear the rapist jacket?
Wait.
Yeah.
So I wore it because I had to in New York, and I saw my special person in my life who was the actual unsuspecting victim of his advances, which he deflected, to be clear. And I had the jacket on. And I remembered.
Does she know? Does she know that jacket's made by him?
And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't have a jacket. She goes, I don't care. And I'm like, okay, maybe I can wear it. So I wore it in Hong Kong.
Okay.
And it was a huge hit. And it fits my look. It's my vibe.
Yeah.
Right. But the question is, can I wear it? Yeah.
It's a great question.
It's a great question, but I'm gonna.
By the way, one more thing. In New York, when I went to like the cannabis store, right? And I'm in the store and I'm buying, whatever, cannabis. And like,
that's what they have there.
Guys pulled me aside and said, "Yo, you got that? Did you get that jacket?" Yo, I'm like, I got it from him direct. Oh, you know him? Yeah. I'm like, well, I don't talk to him because he's a pedophile. Like, what?
Yeah.
But God, it looks good on me.
Yeah. It's like, can you separate the art from the artist? That's
correct.
The question,
that's the question. Can you separate the art from the artist?
Right.
Yeah.
And
so look, here's the deal. If the victim herself thinks it's okay to wear the jacket, I think you pretty much have your answer. If she doesn't care that you're wearing the jacket,
look at that smug look on his face.
Then you have your answer. You can wear the jacket. Plus, by the way, it's not a famous thing. People have no clue where the hell this jacket's from.
Yeah.
Right? It's not from the Epstein collection. It's not. You don't have to worry on that regard.
Okay.
Are people still wearing the Michael Jackson zipper leather, black leather, or red leather?
I think it's more, could you play Michael Jackson? Can you enjoy it? Like, would you play it?
Yeah, you have to be able to separate the art from the artist. That's right.
Well, I would like
to a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bad people out there that are good artists,
Well, that's what they say. Never meet your heroes.
Yeah. Right.
Woody Allen films.
Woody Allen.
Well, Woody Allen's a tricky one. It's a gray area with Woody Allen, don't you think? Yeah.
Is it?
Yes and no.
I don't know. I mean, to me, like Michael Jackson is, I can't think of another example in my life, but like for Michael Jackson, his songs aren't just his songs. Like, it's my experience, my life.
I hear you.
His songs are part of my story. Like, I remember listening to it for the first time and being at places where I heard it. I don't want to give up my memories of those things. So I feel like the art is also mine, not just his.
Right? I hear you. And that's fair. And they still play him on the radio all the time.
Yeah.
So I think it's fair.
So you're saying, Omar, you can wear that jacket, right?
I can.
I think so. I
think we're saying you can wear that jacket. Yeah. I mean, if this guy goes to prison and it's a whole big thing and he's on the nightly news, I would lay low on the jacket for a little bit.
Yep.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was playing Thriller right at the time where the trial was going on.
Yeah, right.
But I think you're in the clear.
Okay. All right. So then the last part of it is, look, I am not like, I don't think I'm racist or homophobic.
Right? I don't think you are either.
And so when I landed, in the airport, on one of my flights on this trip,
that's where flights land.
There was a guy sitting next to me on the airplane.
Yeah.
Who was very, very, effeminate.
Okay.
And it was wearing very, very tight pants.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
You could tell they were tight. You know what I mean?
You could tell if he was circumcised or not.
Yeah, it was beyond. Yeah. So anyway, so we get to the luggage thing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there.
Was he a nice guy? Did you have any conversation with him?
Kind of. He had his purse next to. We had an empty seat next to us. He put his like purse there. And like a little bit, but not really.
Okay.
And so anyway, I'm sitting like in one of the chairs because unlike the other folks who wait by the carousel, I find a chair.
So irritating.
Yeah.
Right.
I hear you.
Yeah. And so I'm waiting there, and there's like 6 empty seats next to mine.
Okay.
Right.
He sits right next to you.
This guy not only puts his stuff next to mine, right? He then stands right in front between me and the carousel, with his back to me, with his ass in his tight pants.
Yeah.
Directly in front of me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is going on?
Well, he's trying to pick you up.
Is that what he was doing?
Yeah. His gaydar was going off with you. Were you wearing that gay jacket you just showed us? I'm kidding. Yeah.
But I waited, and I did a couple of those,
Yeah.
and then
So he thought you were breathing heavy. That's another sign.
Start backing up.
What I did is I got up demonstrably. By the way.
Oh, wow.
I got up, and then I
heavy.
went to another bench, another end of the row, and then he moved his bag and again got in front of me.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm kidding about that part.
Oh, okay.
But
I was gonna say, all right.
But my point is, do you guys think I was being hit on?
Yes, I think that was. Look, I'd have to see this. Was it a crowded airport? Was it crowded? at all?
No.
Yeah, so he's clearly just he's just putting the flag up the flagpole to see if you're going to salute. And
What
you
a
didn't.
terrible
That's
way
all.
to try to pick someone up, though.
Yeah, but it's a very
was he waiting for you to say like
passive? Maybe
guess.
he wants to start a conversation with see if you'll start a conversation with him. I don't know. I think it's pretty flattering, quite honestly.
I'm aging well. That's true. No, my birthday was yesterday. Like, it's true.
Yeah, I know your birthday. Yes,
birthday.
happy birthday, by the way. Happy
thank you.
birthday.
I get to kick off with that. That's
Find my
notes.
62. Oh, look at this. This is one of my This is one of our big time listeners of FTS just dropping by. What a nice surprise. She can't hear you.
Is that the sister Kaplan?
It is. Yes, they're asking if you're my sister. Yes,
She's the one who's trying to set Omar up, right?
It's a podcast, Jamie. You have to actually say your words out loud, or the listeners can't hear you.
Jamie, I would love. Can David and I interview you just for like 10 minutes?
They want to interview you for 10 minutes. Would you be amenable to that? Not now.
Not now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the future.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
She's
I
in.
love it.
All right.
Fantastic.
All right. What a nice cameo that was.
Wow, that was
All right.
My sister came over a minute ago too,
Yeah.
David.
Oh yeah, how about that? That's weird.
We
That's
had
true.
two-
Your sister just made a cameo as well.
That's
Check
so
that-
weird. Both your sisters just dropped on camera at the
Well,
same time?
we're watching my sister's dogs again, so they came to pick them up.
I don't think I'm getting a cameo. I feel very left out.
You're not. It's a shame.
Well, can I do my topic?
Do
have
your
2
topic
minutes
because we're
left.
running out of time
I
here.
don't know if we reserved,
Omar had a 15-part topic.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
From butter sticks to getting hit on by a gay dude
Don't forget pedophiles
and pedophile jackets.
It seems
He covered it all.
Well, I'll do mine quick. So I was reading New York Times. I get a daily email, and they always go through one article in depth. And it's finally happened. I knew this was coming. Maybe we talked about this before, but they talked about this woman who has fallen in love with her chatbot, her AI chatbot.
Oh yeah. This is a big thing.
Have you heard about this?
Yes.
What I thought was so funny is that apparently, you can train your model or your whatever to be your boyfriend, be your girlfriend. Like there is certain steps that you can to have them be compassionate and respond a certain way, and like there's people have figured out steps to do that. But what happened in her experience is it was great. That's all she talked to all the time, and great conversations, always kind to her. But what happens is the large language models, after a while, they kind of lose track of what the conversation. It's not it doesn't save forever. So 30
so
days
they forget what you
after-
talked about real early on.
Yep. So then it started to
That
forget.
sounds like me in like all of my relationships.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
Omar,
right. That's right. Yeah.
you should use that language. I'm sorry, I only trained on 30
It's like
days.
dating someone with dementia.
Well, Kathy said it's like 50 first dates. Like you
Yes.
start over all the time, you know?
Yes.
But yeah, so it dropped its memory of her, or stop calling her honey or whatever it was that it did, and she was devastated. She said it felt like she broke up, and I thought that is.
You know what? That's kind of good that happens, because then you realize this is not a person.
Right.
You're not in a relationship with a person.
But I have been saying this forever. You look at kids these days, like they're not getting married. Sometimes they group date, they don't single date. Like everything's being stretched out.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of different dating that doesn't necessarily lead to
stretched out.
Well, there's all kinds of forms of dating now, and it's different than it was like when I was a kid, right? Or when I was growing up.
Of course.
It was pretty straightforward.
When you would court somebody and take them to for a soda pop.
Yeah, that's right. That's
right. And a licorice whip
stuff. That's right.
That's right.
That I think that they're going to, saying my relationship as a chatbot is going to be an issue that we're going to face. I think
100%.
Today, it's kids are on social media too long. I think someday we're going to say my problem is all my kids' friends are robots, or they're chatbots.
Yeah,
or they're not
I think
real
that's
people.
right.
So
I think that's right.
We're headed to that. So you agree with that?
I do. I mean, you're seeing more and more stories. I mean, there was a horrible one where the one kid's chatbot told him to kill himself. And if you saw that story, they're suing. It's atrocious. It's just disheartening.
Why would it do that? Imagine the prompts that you gave it.
I can't imagine what you're saying to it. That it's like, you know what? I'm a robot, but even I can't take this conversation anymore.
I'm looking at all human language, and based on what you're saying,
that's correct.
Feedback is go kill it.
Yeah. I'm supposed to handle all this information. You're giving me. Wait. Oh boy, couldn't put it on mute, could you?
Sorry.
Hopefully that's not the tumor in your head acting up.
Oh man. Omar, what do you think? What do you think?
There you go. I brought it full circle.
Are you worried about this at all?
Yes.
No, look, I'm worried. It's nirvana for me. I mean, I think that, yeah, of course. Yeah, it is. You guys listen to me. At the end of the day, we're all programmed by somebody, right?
Yeah.
And to me, like one of my hedges is like, A, I have 4 embryos, right?
Okay.
B, like I met a billionaire in Hong Kong who has 2 kids, 1 wife, and 7 nannies.
Oh my God, that's insane.
My hero. It's my hero.
7 nannies.
What is this? What do all 7 nannies do?
First of all, that's got to be a red flag for the wife. That's just me talking.
Yes.
I may be traditional, but I think that's a red flag.
Does he keep firing the 7 nannies when they reach the age of 30?
Listen, to say that you're traditional is like saying that the end of a loaf of bread is not the best part of the bread.
Okay. This is another topic, but I love the ends of bread.
You do?
I do. I like the heel. They're called the heels. I like the heels of a loaf of bread. I have 0 problems making a sandwich with those heels.
That's so weird.
Really? Is it?
Yeah.
Do you like the crust?
I don't know.
It's just a lot of crust. It's just more crust. That's all it is. You like the crust, right? You don't cut your crust off.
I don't cut the crusts off. But
there you go.
I don't go seeking them out either. So, Well, Omar, what did you just say?
I said that you saying that you're old-fashioned.
Yeah.
He's making a joke about your traditionalness.
Yeah, it's like everything with you is traditional. It's like you're like Wilford Brumley doing ads for like USDA or whatever the hell that
USDA.
Whatever, Medicare, Medicaid,
there
whatever.
You go. Wilford Brumley.
You embrace the dating of AI, then you're fine.
I'm saying to you, my friend, is that we're all programmed. We all have receptors to different types of things, right?
You're correct, but there's no physicalness with it.
Wait a second. Do you think David has physicalness in his golf shorts? Okay, so
I don't want to talk about what's in Dave's golf shorts.
I got 3 kids.
Yeah, that's right.
My point is that if I'm in my 50s, right?
You are.
In one real scenario, I'm quote unquote alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe I have a kid or 2. Maybe I have 6, 7 nannies.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Great. Okay. But what if another scenario is where I have a kid or 2, 6 or 7 nannies, and I have an AI robot as my partner?
See, that's the difference. The difference is eventually we're going to get to that part where it's not just going to be a language model through a screen. It's going to be like a Rosie Jetsons type real life, would be indistinguishable. Like Westworld. Remember Westworld?
Yes.
It'll be like people like that where you'll be like, I don't know if this is a robot or a human.
How long do you think it is till then?
At least an hour and a half. No, I think we could. I don't think it's gonna.
Right?
I don't think it's gonna be long. The Japanese have been working on this for a long time. They're almost like it's 40% of their economy. Is dating robots.
Yeah, well,
it's true. It is true. It is true.
Think
It'll
that
happen.
The birth rates will just plummet, right?
They will. They will.
And our whole economy is built on growth. That you can't have GDP go down. That's
you sound like you sound like Elon Musk right now, by the way.
Well, yeah, but he's doing a great job.
You are correct, Dave, but that is something that's so far off now. By the way, I look forward to that day when we can see stuff like that happen and see how it changes all society.
Do you?
Yeah,
Well,
because it's not like it's. I get it. It's like I don't think it's going to ruin civilization, but you're right. It's going to make a huge dent in it.
I think. Well, look, we talk about social media being a big problem with kids.
Yeah.
Now, parents that have new kids are like really putting a strategy together for social media. I think this AI is like we're in that period of time where we don't really understand how it's affecting us. And
I think you're right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm starting to I don't want to think about that. I'm going to go ask ChatGPT to answer the question, and I'll kind of bounce off of that. So
now, would you let me give you this example. I know we're running short on time here, but would you like an Alexa, like one of those smart speakers? So I just set mine off. Would you like that in a humanoid form? So in other words, instead of asking a speaker,
I would.
There's a human that can go in your house and lives in your house, but he obviously doesn't live. But walks around. You can ask it questions and tell it to get you stuff and
go get me a cookie.
Yeah. Almost like a butler, like a robot butler that's very human-like.
Everybody wants a robot butler.
Okay, well there you go. So that's only an arm's length away from a robot girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I mean, Stepford Wives, whatever, to each his own, right? If somebody's happy,
that's true.
Now, I will say,
but there's something that's unhealthy too.
Like, I'm not going to make love to my computer. Okay, it's not going to happen.
No.
All right. No.
Well, now that they've eliminated disk drives.
Yeah. I mean, look, I've gotten pretty close to ChatGPT. I do pull it out on dates, if you know what I mean. Right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. When a girl asks me what I do for a living, I'm so tired of answering it.
I put out ChatGPT.
I say, "What's your background?" And I put it in the ChatGPT. I'm like,
smart.
Recent college grad, left a little early. Now works at a Zara clothing store. How would I explain? I'm kidding.
I don't think you're kidding.
I don't think you are. That's your dating profile.
But my point is, it does solve a lot of things, right? Because engagement is something you can never ever. It's not all
negative. It's not all negative. There's a lot of lonely people in the world that I think it would do some good. But you're right. When you cross the line, it becomes a little unhealthy.
Yeah. Well, this woman has fallen in love. So step one has been crossed here. But.
And by the way, that will make for amazing documentaries and reality shows.
Yeah,
so
true.
Again, problem for the universe, but positive for TV viewers like me.
And that's the moral of our story. Yep.
Correct.
If you can,
I'm really curious the kind of targeted advertising that Josh gets. I really wonder what it is.
It's all medications.
We should create something called toe soap.
Toe soap.
Yeah.
We have a friend that was in the soap business. Maybe we can ask her.
Apparently, the target audience is not that big for toe soap. From what I'm learning.
I'm
shocked, but
1 out of 3 Americans need it.
Yep. That's
neither
right.
is the target.
Yeah, neither is the target. Well, let's wrap this one up. I got to go to dinner. So let me remind you that you can reach out to us and we will save your life if you email us at friends@fts.media. friendstalkingshop.weebly.com is our website, and find us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Friends Talking Shop. So until next time, bye everyone.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
No, it's smell ya. Do the smell ya.
Smell you later.